I'm going to start with the massive amounts of volunteers we have in Louisiana. And so we started out and we had, after Katrina, we had a SART summit, so a State Animal Response Team Summit, which really was our initial community pulling together. And so we've built on that, and there are a lot of folks represented by the logos there on the screen. You know, I can't name them all. There are probably more than that even, but much of it centers around the university student, the veterinary student, the animal science student, the agriculture student, and many, many others. At least 1 to 2 pets per person for about 70% of the population. And everyone realizes, and I'm preaching to the choir with the human-animal bond, especially to this group, and realizing how important it is. And basically, Katrina was the storm that showed everyone that saving animal lives saves human lives, because we lost close to 3,000 people in our area because there were no plans in place, and many, many of those people did not evacuate because they could not bring their pets. So for me, I'm a veterinarian. I graduated from LSU in the 80s. That dates me a little bit. I was at Kent State when I was in the 6th grade. That was my first introduction to community response to a disaster. Of course, that wasn't animals, although there are probably some animals involved in some of that. But for my family's always been a service-oriented, community-minded family. And so my path in life then, I think, stems from quite a lot of that. But as a veterinarian, veterinarians are one of the top leadership people in their communities. And it just made a lot of sense and continues to make a lot of sense for the veterinarian to lead that. However, there's disaster response in a community, but there's so many other players. So how many veterinarians are in the audience? Just a very small amount. And that means there's so many others interested. And I think one of the main points that I've learned through probably the last 18 years dealing with disasters and animals is the veterinarians can be good leaders, but there's so much more, and we have to pull together as a community.